What's up, everyone? I'm back again. Today, we're going to look at a stock. And before you purchase this stock, please do your own reviews and study on stock so you understand what you're looking at and what you think it will be best for your portfolio. Now, today, we're going to go over a very simple stock, and it is a more of a favorite one for people for a dividend. And this is very simple: Home Depot. Is Home Depot worth buying right now? Now, it meets almost all my criterias, and that's the thing. It is a very good stock to buy. I would recommend buying it, but it doesn't meet one of my criteria to continue in my portfolio because I am looking for growth. So, the growth of this stock is for the year to date is 4.48%. For the 1 year, it's 8.72%, which is pretty good for growth. But I look for more of a 10 to 20 percentile growth for the year to date or the 1 year mark. And for the 5 year mark or 3 year mark, I still look for the upward trend of a 10 to 15. And the 5 year and max, they're pretty good stock to buy. It will make a good dividend portfolio and make a very good thing to put in your portfolio. Now, the only reason why I am not purchasing them and putting in my dividend portfolio because this is a very safe growth stock, and I'm looking for a more of a riskier since I have more time on the horizon. Now, I will add this later on, but right now I'm looking for more of a growth factor of a dividend and not the safe route. Now, when I look at the finance, it's 33% gross margin, and the net profit is 9.92%. So it's pretty safe for dividend, and it will grow your dividend pretty well. Now, the issue with Home Depot I have is they're got almost nowhere to grow. So it's not going to grow as good as other dividend portfolio. And this is one of the issues about dividend investing. Dividend investing, you'll get a lot of stocks like Home Depot, where it's very safe, very reliable. They'll have a decent growth rate every year, or they'll almost, how can I say it? They almost stay even with your money for that year. So you don't really lose money investing into a stock like Home Depot. Now, the net margin for the period 2024 is 9.92%, which I would like to see more earnings for me, but it's Home Depot. Now, let's see who's invested, the investors in this. So, like I see Vanguard in here, which is a very good, reliable investment company. BlackRock, another very good, reliable investment company. State Street. So, you have a bunch of really good investment companies that's holding this. They did miss the last quarterly investment, and the analyst does say it's a buy. They expect it to be $380 in the next 12 months. I don't see it hitting $380 after their last report of struggling to sell items because of interest rate on homes. So the issue is Home Depot and places like Lowe's, Home Depot heavily rely on the housing market, because if the housing market isn't doing well, people aren't going to be renovating houses, flipping houses. Also, people might not be able to afford the new kitchen that they want for renovation. Now, that doesn't mean that they're totally out of business. It's just that if you think about it as a method of, hey, my constant consumer is the basic home buyer for and that's who does the renovation. Most time when people lives in the house for a while, they don't really do renovation as much. But whenever they first move into the house, they start renovating it so they can get it to how they want it. Now, you can also think of it as, hey, if I'm gonna buy this house and flip it, you're gonna get the stuff from Home Depot, Lowe's, and their contractor will also do the same. So a lot of contracting work and a lot of stuff. And the analyst pretty much says they think it's gonna be hitting it $380 in the next 12 months based on 32 analysts. It's not very volatile, so it's a very good stock to have because it doesn't really go crazy jumping up and down based off of feelings. And there's not really any bad news from Home Depot that comes out. Now, they do have the Home Depot sell fall short as consumer become increasingly cautious, which is reason why I'm not buying them right now. Is I even think Home Depot price might drop a little bit more. If they do drop to like 350, 340, I probably will pick some up at that time. But right now, I don't think the price is too high. I think it's too safe of a return, and I want a bigger growth in my portfolio and not worry as much as dividend. I do require them pay dividend, but I'm not worried about the dividend amount as much as I am looking for growth. So I'm looking for a company that pretty much just started to pay dividend or have a pretty good track record and don't pay a high dividend yet, because I'm trying to get the major growth factor. As you know, I'm not that old, and it would be better for me to focus on the growth. Now, we can look at the who's exiting. And yeah, I don't know any of these people. Their earnings are decent. They are by according to the analysts. And if you don't know what Home Depot is, just do the research. Home Depot is just a home improvement store and sell electronics, or not electronics, but like washer, dryers, and patio covers. They have a decent price point, but with the market going right now, I haven't heard of a lot of my friends or family doing renovation, or even flipping houses. So I take that to account for this upcoming year for Home Depot not doing so well. If the market price drops as I see it right now, because I've been paying attention to the housing market, Zillow, and I've been noticing that this right here is not as doing so well. So I've been looking at houses for the Houston area. Let's go to buy. And I've been noticing a trend of a lot of people cutting prices on houses. So with that trend of people cutting prices on houses pretty often, it makes me concerned for stocks like Home Depot at the moment, because if people are cutting prices on their houses more and more, it's going to affect flippers, because they're not getting the house sell as fast as they can. So yeah, I think Home Depot is a good stock to have. I'm just not going to add it to my portfolio right now, as I have to see what the housing market is going to do. People aren't flipping houses. People aren't buying houses right now. And I'm going to take that into account and not buy it, even though I think it's a safe and people should buy this stock. it just doesn't have the growth for the next 5 years that I want for my portfolio. So please like and subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for another video.